There was a lion who lived on a hill. His name was Oru. He was old. His fur was golden. The edges of his mane had turned silver. Every morning he walked to the top of the hill. He sat there, quiet, still, and he watched the valley below. Every animal in the valley knew about Oru, and every animal was afraid of him. The sheep had one rule, one simple rule passed from every mother to every lamb: never go near the lion. Mara was a sheep. She had followed that rule her whole life. But Mara was different from the others. She always watched the hill. Every morning she saw a crow fly up to Oru. Every afternoon she saw a fox walk up to Oru. Every evening she saw a deer climb up to Oru. And every time Mara whispered to herself, "What do they know that we do not?" She wanted to ask. She always wanted to ask. But then fear came, quietly, like a cold wind. "Stay here, Mara. Stay safe. Stay with the flock." And so she stayed, day after day, year after year, until one morning everything changed. The fog came early that day. It was thick. It was white. It covered everything. The flock walked together through the fog. Mara walked with them, but the fog grew thicker and thicker. The sounds around her grew smaller and smaller. And then silence. The fog lifted. Mara was alone. No flock, no grass she knew, no sounds she recognized. She looked left, strange trees. She looked right, strange hills. She did not know where she was. Then she heard something. Water. Close, very close. She followed the sound. One step, then another, through the trees, up a slope. And then she stopped. Her heart stopped too, because there he was, Oru, the lion. He was sitting still, very still, looking at her with calm, golden eyes. Mara could not breathe. Run, run, right now. But her legs would not move. The lion did not roar. He did not stand up. He just looked at her. And then he spoke. "You look thirsty, little one." Mara could not speak. Her heart was beating so fast. The lion tilted his head. "There is clean water behind me. You can drink." Her voice shook. "Why would you give me water?" The lion was quiet for a moment. Then he smiled. The smile of someone who had been waiting a long time for this question. "Because you asked," he said. "I did not ask," Mara said quickly. "I was lost. I did not want to come here." "But you spoke," said the lion gently. "You said, 'Why would you give me water?' That is asking, little one. Most animals never even do that much." Mara looked at him. "What do you mean?" The lion looked out at the valley below. His voice was slow and gentle, like a grandfather telling an old story. "Every morning the crow comes to me. I give her what she needs. Every afternoon the fox comes. I give him a safe path. Every evening the deer comes. I let her drink from this stream." He stopped. "Do you know what is the same about all of them?" Mara shook her head. "They come," said Oru. "They ask, and they receive." He looked at her. "Your flock has never come to me, not once, not in all my years on this hill." Mara felt something cold inside her chest. "Because we are afraid of you." "I know. And so your flock drinks dirty water. And so your flock stays hungry. And so your flock says, 'This is just how life is.'" He shook his head slowly. "But it did not have to be this way." Mara stood still. "This is real. This is pain. This is something we did to ourselves." "What if I go back?"
she whispered, "and no one believes me." The lion looked at her. His eyes were so warm, so kind. "Then you will have clean water," he said simply, "and they will not." Mara drank from the stream. It was the sweetest water she had ever tasted. When she turned to leave, the lion spoke one last time. "Come back," said Oru quietly, "and bring anyone brave enough to walk with you." The crow asked, the fox asked, the deer asked, and life gave them exactly what they needed. You have been standing far from something you want, telling yourself the answer is no, telling yourself to stay where it is safe. But what if the only thing standing between you and everything you want is one simple question? Ask. Just ask.